Let f from R to R is defined by f of x. So then which of the following statements are true? So we are having, like, since this 0 being a rational number, so we have like f of 0 is nothing but 0. Now, like, consider like as x tends to 0. So the irrational sequence xn tends to 0 because f of xn is nothing but xn cube sine xn, and this tends to 0 as xn tends to 0. And if we consider the rational sequence xn, which is some pn by qn as it tends to 0, so for a rational lowest terms approaching 0, so we can consider this qn tends to infinity. So f of xn is nothing but 1 by qn cube, and this tends to 0. So therefore limit x tends to 0, f of x is nothing but 0, which is nothing but our f of 0. So therefore f is continuous at x is equal to 0, so that is not correct. Now if we consider the differentiability condition, so f dash of 0 is nothing but limit x tends to 0, f of x minus f of 0 divided by x, which is nothing but limit x tends to 0, f of x by x. Now for an irrational number as x tends to 0, so f of x by x is nothing but x square sine x, and this approaches to 0. Now for a rational number x being p by q, as it tends to 0, f of x by x is nothing but 1 by x cube divided by p by q, which is 1 by pq square. So this also tends to 0 as x tends to 0 because q tends to infinity. So therefore f dash of 0 is 0. So that means f is differentiable at x is equals to 0 and the derivative is equals to 0. So option C is the correct answer.